Dear students, today we will study the first chapter of history, the Harappan civilization. This chapter is given in your book, page 59. The name of the chapter is the Harappan civilization. Before learning about this civilization, we should know what is civilization. A society which has its own highly developed culture and way of life is known as civilization. I repeat again, what is civilization? A society which has its own developed culture and way of life. Children, you think the earliest inhabitants or our great ancestors had highly developed culture? No, they didn't have. This development has occurred gradually. So, we should learn how. This is given in your textbook, first paragraph. How was their life in early period? How their life changed from uncivilized stage to civilized one. See, it is written in your book that earliest inhabitants referred to as the Paleolithic men or men of the old stone age. Okay, how the Paleolithic men referred, the Paleolithic men or early people were referred to as the Paleolithic men or men of the old stone age. And this age is called stone age because they used stones to make their tools and weapons. They did not possess any knowledge about metals, pottery or agriculture. And we know that they used stones. Okay, why they used stones? Mainly they used stones for killing animals, or they throw stones to collect some fruits. And these men were followed by, these men means they are known as Paleolithic men, and Paleolithic men were followed by men who used more refined style of tools and implements made of stone. They also used stones. Okay, so this age is called New Stone Age. Okay, the first stage they are known as the Old Stone Age, and second stage they are known as the New Stone Age. See the differences and changes in their life. Old Stone Age, they use rough stone, and they did not know about pots. Okay, that is pottery and agriculture. But in the New Stone Age, they used refined style of implements, very polished style of implements and weapons. And with these weapons, they cultivated land, used pottery and domesticated animals. So again, what is the next stage? Old Stone Age, New Stone Age, and what is the next change? Then afterwards they discovered copper. Okay, so that we can say or we can call it as the Copper Age. We can call this stage as a Copper Age. And later, copper was mixed with tin to make bronze. And they used widely bronze to make tools and weapons and other implements. And they used bronze for making tools, weapons and other implements. So, this age is called Bronze Age. So, Old Stone Age, New Stone Age, Copper Age and Bronze Age. Then see the change. Man discovered metals. First copper, then bronze. Thus, man made his transition from Stone Age to the age of metals. The discovery of bronze enabled people to create metal objects and these were harder and more durable. And these hard metal objects helped them a lot to clear the forests, develop agriculture and farming. Thus, the discovery of bronze helped the Indians to develop a great civilization, and this civilization flourished on the banks of the river Indus. Okay, so a great civilization developed on the banks of the Indus. So already explained that what is civilization. Okay, learned that a great civilization developed. Then now you may think that what is civilization? What you learn? It is an advanced stage of development or highly developed culture and way of life. Beginning I told you that is known as civilization. Okay, a great civilization developed on the banks of the river Indus. And this civilization developed during the Bronze Age. This civilization developed which age? We can say that it is not in the Stone Age or in the not in the Copper Age, and it developed on the Bronze Age. So we can say that it belongs to the Bronze Age. Clear? So why it is known as the Bronze Age? I think you understood. It developed during the Bronze Age. Next, we learn who discovered this civilization. So you may doubt that, or you may think that who discovered this civilization. In 1924, the archaeologist Sir John Marshall and Raghudas Banerjee, Jairam Sahini, they proclaimed the discovery of the Indus civilization. And archaeologist, you got it the word. Then what is the meaning of archaeology? One who study about the scientific study of the remains of the past things. Past means what they used. Old remains like pottery, tools, weapons, jewelry, all these things. And who discovered this in the civilization? In the civilization discovered by Raghudas Banerjee and Jairam Sahini. Then, before this discovery, we believe that the history of India began with the Aryans, because after the Indus Valley civilization only we will study about this Aryan civilization. And before discovering this Indus civilization, then we believe that the history of India began with the Aryans. And after the discovery, Sir John Marshall named it as the Indus Valley civilization. So they discovered the site or the place the first civilization developed. Afterwards, they called it as the Indus civilization. So why it got the name Indus civilization? Because the two important sites. And which are the two important sites? Sites means the location of a place. Okay, so they find out Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. These two are the important sites where the civilization developed first, and it lay on the banks of the river Indus. Clear? That is why it got the name Indus Valley civilization. But modern historians refer to as the Harappan civilization, because Harappa was the first site to be discovered. So early times, after the discovery, then it was known as the Indus Valley civilization. So we can say both the name Indus Valley civilization and Harappan civilization. But modern historian they prefer to call it as the Harappan civilization, because Harappa was the first site to be discovered. Okay. Now we will discuss the questions of this chapter. You see the page number 61. Page number 61. The first question is, which is the age under consideration in this chapter? Which is the age under consideration in this chapter? So you can see the answer I marked there, second paragraph, last line. You can write it Bronze Age. Okay, second paragraph, page number 59, second paragraph, last line, Bronze Age, that is the age. Okay, the next, name two archaeologists associated with the discovery of the Harappan civilization. Two archaeologists' name that you can see the third paragraph. You can write the Indian archaeologist name Raghudas Banerjee and Jairam Sahini. So it is written there, number 2 it is written, you can see. Then third question, why was the civilization called the Harappan civilization? that is the end of that paragraph, third paragraph, end. Because Harappa was the first site to be discovered. Okay, so that means it was called the Harappan civilization. Then fourth question, name two important sites of the Harappan civilization. Two important sites of the Harappan civilization, same paragraph. You can see that written 4. Okay, so you should write like this, Harappa, bracket also you have to write Harappa in the Montgomery district of the Punjab. Now it is Pakistan, and Mohenjo-daro in the Larkana district of Sindh in Pakistan. This okay. Today this is enough. Fourth answer, that much only we completed. You write down in your copy.